Hey, y'all. I am shocked that I'm here, but I am here to do some Friday night streams. Happy Friday. It's KibbyRose. It is February 4th. Finally, the end of Mercury retrograde. And oh my God, did the end of Mercury retrograde kick me and everybody else's butt that's around me. I'll get into it. Let me go ahead and run my little banner thing, and we will go ahead and get going on this. All right, so y'all, literally, Mercury retrograde kicked my butt, or kicked everybody's butt around me. As you all know, that I have been struggling a little bit with both a pulled muscle and kidney infection, which I am doing way better on. However, my roommate, who is my ex-girlfriend, but I'm still with the family, she's my mother. I call her my ex-mother-in-law. Anyway, she slipped and fell at work, ended up in the hospital, got a concussion, has a bruise. I mean, the woman has lupus and fibromyalgia, and she works in a machinist shop. So she was carrying a heavy part, and her knee gave out, and she hit the floor. So we've been dealing with that. And then in the same family unit, the sister is struggling with some other ailments of her own. And then my other roommate is dealing with other issues pertaining to work and everything else. It is just like we literally just got it. It was like Mercury retrograde came around and just went, and I was just like, what? Okay. Literally, what just happened in the last 2 weeks? That was just, oh my God, insane. So I'm finally getting back on healthy. We found out. We also figured out, guys. Yeah. Another thing I'm going to bring forward is y'all understand how important potassium is. My most recent venture was due to low potassium. And because I've had a heart attack in my past, and as some of you know, I also died and came back. My heart was doing funky wonkadelic things for a couple of days. I ended up having to go in and get a potassium drip. So, and I should know better because my father at 40, this age, had a heart attack and had to start paying attention to this stuff. So it's just been, when it rains, it pours for me. It'll be great for a while, and then it's just like bombardment. So now that I've made it through the hailstorm that it has been the last 2 weeks, and y'all got to sit here and listen to me rant, I am wearing my I Love Cursey Words shirt. And if you don't know where this comes from, Emily, I just watched, I have to promote a little, because Emily D. Baker just did one of the best videos that I have seen. And as some of you know, I'm a moderator. I was a moderator for her. When I picked up my own channel, I kind of backed off on that, but I'm still a huge fan of hers. And she had a psychic come on and do a tarot reading for the Alec Baldwin case. And I was just, I was mind blown, because all the predictions that I have written down, like it was just like checking off the list of things that I had already seen. So I decided that I was going to wear her shirt and promote. And if you guys haven't been to her channel, and if you haven't checked that out, go. So we are going to do sprints, just so you know. How we usually do these sprints, now that I'm done with my rant. I mean, it's 4-minute rant, whatever. Now that we've done that, how I usually work the sprints around here is I do 1 10-minute sprint, and then I do 4 25-minute sprints after that, and with talking points in between. My talking points are going to be a little bit more of I have some other predictions that I want to put out there. And I decided that since I'm going back to all my old YouTube videos and recording things, I'm going to just start making some predictions during my rants, because as they come, I want to, I have a bad habit of not writing them down, and I need to start writing them down, because I know I remember them, but I kind of need proof. That's why I started this, but I figure this would be also another good way of doing it. So bear with me. I mean, we'll see what happens. So we've got some people in the chat those who actually hung out and bore with me through that whole chit chat. Cool Gamer, hello, you're new. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the channel. Hayden, hey you. How are you? I'm glad that you're here. Cora's popped in. I don't know if Cora listened to my rant. If y'all don't know, Cora also does scam bait videos. And I'm telling you, if you need to line up a couple playlists to just sit and be in agony and listen and have a laugh, Cora, your videos did help me through some of my my little stint that I had to sit through, because y'all know how hard it is for me to sit still for 5 minutes. So I do, like, if you all haven't checked out her YouTube channel, I highly recommend it, because I went back on some of her old videos and got to keep my mind off of things, and it was nice. Sako is popped in. Hello, y'all. I know my coffee corner people might be popping in going, where the heck have you been? But yeah, I'm sorry. If you guys didn't hear what I've been through, listen to the first 4 minutes. When it rains, it pours for me, and it's been a hailstorm this time. So, but hi, Sako. Cora's popping in to say hi. Sandra! We still needed, Sandra and I, Cora and I still need to schedule a part 2. I have my notes. Part 2 for our Mental Mondays. Sandy and I still need to get together just for a regular phone call. My gosh. It kind of cracks me up, because I remember my parents saying, oh my gosh, I never have enough time even just for a phone call. And now as an adult, I'm like, I don't even have time for a phone call. It's one of those things that you like don't realize until you're an adult. Hayden writes, just doing some light writing before I attend a meeting. Very nice. Well, let me get to the rest of the chats. We'll do our little 10-minute sprint, and we'll hopefully get you some writing done before you have to jump into your meeting. And Cora, glad that they could help. Yes, other scam baiters do that for me. Yep. And also, I have a buddy who I was talking to, and I was telling him about your thing. He gets scam calls all the time, and I was like, dude, give me the numbers. I'll ship them off to her. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. So we're gonna pop our little timer onto the clock, or onto the clock. Guys, I thought I was doing pretty good considering I haven't been back in the swing of things. Timer. The timer on the screen. That's what we're doing. Anyway, so also, if any of you have TikTok, I'm on TikTok now, and yeah, go check me out. I do some fun little things. So 10 minutes on the clock, and I will see you all in 10 minutes. This is the time to get that little checklist done of the things you want to get done in the next 25-minute sprints. So, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, sprint! Don't forget to mute yourself. I think it's kind of funny because I don't know if this is if it's that way, if it actually happens that way, or if it's just like StreamYard that does it. But whenever I start the sprints, like the number that is watching just drops. It like goes to 0, and it's just like, okay. And then as soon as I come back, like as soon as the timer ends, the number goes right back to where it was before I start. I don't know. I don't know if it's like everybody doing their own timer or what, but I don't care. I just thought I just think it's funny. I'm happy you guys come back. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to the replay crew. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for still watching my videos, because I have seen some of the numbers still go up, even though I haven't been here and I've been vacant and missing and everything else. And to the people that are watching on Facebook, just so you know, StreamYard for some reason doesn't allow us to see the comments that you make on Facebook. Do make comments because I can respond to them later. I have noticed that sometimes they don't show up after the stream is ended. So forgive me if I don't respond to your comments on Facebook. That's why there's some StreamYard, fix that. You know, you can have 2 columns of comments. But anyway, so how did y'all do? I already see that people were popping in with their numbers. Cora got 323 done. Hayden actually is going to his meeting. I know that. And she was popping in saying, my book is coming out a week from tomorrow. I'm not sure when you want to do that author interview. We should probably schedule it at the same time. If we're doing, we'll have to talk about that. But I'll make note of that. God, life just catches up too quickly, doesn't it? And it might be able to, it might actually, maybe it happened for a reason. Maybe we're supposed to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, I often believe in that. My angels do work that way in playing catch up. I can always use more scam numbers. Good, because my roommate also gets them. So I might have a list for you. And I'll just send them. I'll just make a list of it and send them on their way. Hayden, good luck in the meeting. I know that you had to disappear for your meeting. I hope you got some work done before the meeting. Sako, watching YouTube videos when I should be coloring. And you know, TikTok is an evil rabbit hole. So if y'all don't know me, I never did TikTok simply because the whole controversy of I'm 40. Probably shouldn't be doing TikTok. TikTok is kind of a younger generation's thing. However, I have 2 arguments for this. Number 1, if us older generation doesn't start getting on these apps and paying attention to what's going on and start reporting it, it's never, we're going to continue having issues with the kind of situation that happened just recently where a father of I think she was 14-year-old, had to set up his own sting operation to catch some guy who decided that he wanted to, So, second reason is I realized that a lot of the TikTok is what I have been doing in the mirror for myself my entire life. So, and then truthfully, here's a secret, innocent sin of mine. I used to record myself all the time. Now there's just an actual medium where you can use the songs that you want to dance to, and you don't have to worry about getting copyright claimed or anything like that. So those are my 2 reasons. And I have spent a little bit too much time falling down the TikTok rabbit hole, I have to admit. But that's okay, because honestly, I had to sit still for a long period of time, and there, you know, I had to deal with a lot of distractions. So I am with you on falling down rabbit holes such as YouTube videos and TikToks. Less than 100 words until I hit 5,200. Very nice. I haven't had a chance to look at my novel in a minute. I need to. It's one of the things I have lined up to do today. The things that get put on hold because of life. So I am so proud of you, Cora, that you've already hit 5,200 in your book. That is freaking awesome. And I know you're going to hit that 100 on this next sprint. So, all right. So I want to throw in, since I got 2 minutes left on my little talkie time counter thing. If y'all haven't, and you know how I am, I'm weird. So if y'all haven't kept up on this whole YouTube or this whole Johnny Depp case with Amber Heard, and I kind of love the fact that I'm not even monetized, because I can say these things and not have to worry about getting demonetized. But I have been calling this for a while now, that what played out in the European court was not going to play out the same way in the American court. And it's proving to be that way. Well, here's the funny thing too. I have in my notes that, or not in my notes, but I'm going to make note of this. Actually, I'm making note of this, that this case with Johnny Depp was a foreshadowing to the Virginia and Prince Andrew case. And the way that it played, how he thinks it's going to play out in his mind because of the way it usually plays out in their system, and what, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like how the case ends with Johnny Depp is going to prove how the case, like, I think there's a correlation in this, and the proof that, yeah, our country definitely sees things very differently than maybe other countries do. I don't know. There's just something about these two cases that is going to, I don't know, almost cause like a social revolution on some sort of level, where people are just like, well, maybe our country is sweeping things under the rug. Maybe they are using their position of title to hide things because they can. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. My timer clock just and I just saw my little rant, and I didn't see one of my favorites. Hi, BC. Can't stay. Just wanted to drop a like and say hello, weirdo. I am a weirdo. See, and there y'all go. So if you didn't know if I was a weirdo before, here's confirmation. I am a weirdo, and I will always be a weirdo. And if you guys haven't seen my YouTubes, I'm a weirdo. Go look at them. It's kind of funny. I actually rather enjoy doing some of these things because they're rather hilarious. All right, so guys, that is the end of our little talk timer. We're going to put 25 minutes on the clock. We're going to get some work done, or try to get some work on. We're going to see how productive we're going to be. I need to stand up, stretch my back, because I'm only supposed to sit for a half an hour, and I've been sitting for 26 minutes. So I have to go get up, walk, do my lap, and I will be back. And then hopefully I'll have some word counts for you. All right. So 25 minutes on the clock, and in 3, a 2, a 1, and sprint. Always mute the mic. Mute it. Oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, huh? Unmute it. Unmute it. Yeah, okay. Fail. Fail. Second fail of the night. There's going to be 3. You know there's going to be 3 because of the way things go for me. So, 7 minutes on the talking clock. I got lost in my story. I'm sorry. It's what happens when you dive into your book 5 minutes before the timer's supposed to go off. Anyway, how did y'all do? I was able to get a little bit of work done, admittingly. So that's good. Why is this not coming forward? What is going on here? Okay, whatever. Okay, as long as I can click on it, it works for me. Okay, so how did we all do? now that I'm back to focusing my attention onto what I need to be focusing on. ADHD. What do you want? I got so many problems. Mint Ghost. Hi, Mint Ghost. I am feeling better, but chaos has ensued around me. If you want a quick recap, hop to the first 4 minutes of the stream, listen real quick. Literally every single person around me has been in the hospital in the last 72 hours. Yeah. Literally every single person that is within arm's reach of me has been in the hospital in the last 72 hours, including me. But it's getting better. So we're on the upswing of everything. Today sucked, so I came for some of the warm, fuzzy energy. Well, welcome to the warm, fuzzy energy. Heck, that's kind of why I came into this today, because I was like, this is the first day in a week that it's like, oh, I was dealing with so much this morning. I was like, I got to do something for distraction. I have to work in an hour, so I was like, I really do need to like get my head out of my world for a minute, and YouTube is a great place to dive into and be distracted for a little bit. So I'm glad I can distract you for a little bit. Jeannie, yes, Jeannie, I will forever call her Jeannie, just got home and wanted to say hi. Hi, Jeannie. I know all of you in my morning coffee crew. I'm sorry, guys. It's been such chaos for me. Yeah. I do feel bad that I haven't been there, but I will be popping in as soon as things settle down. It's just I've been having to take care of so much stuff in the morning in regards to health and everyone else. And yeah. So, Exotica! Hello, Exotica! Hey, y'all. How is everyone? Recorded narration for several chapters of my novel today. Good job. Found it really helpful to listen back. Gives a clear picture of how everything flows. I am actually going to be doing the same thing because I'm finding out that a lot of us write differently than we hear. I've noticed this for example, just in doing TikToks, I have found that listening to this makes me rethink my YouTube channel, but you know, it was a momentary existential crisis because I was listening back to some of my TikToks that I did, and I was like, yeah, no, delete. We're not going to post that. Cora, yes. So that means if you got 767 words, that means that you hit your 5,200 mark, didn't you? Didn't you? I think she did. So we all need to do a woo. I need some celebration music. Here we go. And that's Cora for you. She is definitely wired a different way. Jeannie got for the day so far 34.94. Very nice. Very nice. And I'm actually shocked right now because Jeannie actually has warmer weather than I have right now. We are dealing with freezing rain here in Tennessee. It is 24 degrees, I believe, with 18-degree wind chill. Or it feels like it's 18 degrees. I'm not quite understanding it. I'm a Cali girl trying to understand Southern weather. I'm still working on it. But I am super stoked that you were able to get so much done today. Oh, you're sorry. For me in my life, when it rains, it pours. And usually I hit little bumpers, but when it rains, it pours for me. Yes, and everybody is feeling better. Everybody is on the upswing. Luckily, everybody's on the good side of things. Especially for me, things got figured out. The problem with my heart flutters was low potassium. The problem with my back was both a pulled muscle and a kidney infection. So that's just me. And then we have so But like I said, I came into here because I was like, guys, I got to get my head out of that whole world and come in and get some work done because I haven't really been able to get any work done. Hence the reason I just got lost in my book and missed the timer because it's been a minute. And I'm like, oh yeah, getting all excited again. And I'm just like, huh, what? No. Anyway. So listening to your book, sorry, Mint Ghost, listening to my books makes a really good way to know what works. Yeah. And that's kind of where I am is I'm like, I need to see if I am putting on paper the way, like if it's coming off the way that I'm reading it. Because I think a lot of us have even noticed, even with text messages, you read, sometimes you can come up with your own interpretation on how to read the text message, depending on your own personal mindset. And so I think that having it read to you is a better way of doing it. Our weather tomorrow will be 42 and above. It's -10 right now. Oh, okay. So you do have warm. You are cold as okay. You told me it was 42 degrees in private messages. There you are, making me look like a fool. Jeannie, come on. No, I'm kidding. We are snowed in and it's going to be under 0 tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mint Ghost, I am so sorry. You know, there's a funny TikToker that you should watch. I forget what, I think she's like the Minnesota Mama or something like that. But she froze jeans and shirts because she's in Minnesota and it's like -40 degrees, I think, or something like that. So you should watch her because you might get some good ideas. Like she even froze a bubble. And I thought it was one of the coolest videos that she did. It was a slow-mo, I guess, a time lapse. It wasn't even time lapse. It was a real-time video of a bubble freezing in sub-zero temperatures. It was really cool. She did her hair. She did spaghetti. She was on the Weather Channel, I think, just recently. So I just found her, and I've been cracking up because, yeah, I'm all new experience to this freezing cold weather. Like even in Washington, when we lived in Washington, it didn't get this cold. Like it snowed a lot, but I don't remember it being like this cold. Like maybe for a month, but not for this long. I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but I just remember going out in the snow and playing in the snow, and it didn't seem as cold as it does here. But then again, this is a record-breaking ice storm. So what do you expect? Okay, well, guys, we're at the end of the 7-minute talking session. So I'm going to pop 25 minutes back on this clock because I do have to work at, what time do I have to work? I have to work at 7. What time is it? Oh, that's right. I scheduled this early so I wouldn't cut myself short. Okay, well, we're not even going to worry about what time I have to work because I don't have to worry about it. So we're going to add 25 minutes onto the clock again and get some work done. Give me some totals when we come in. And in 3, 2, I need to paint my nails. I know. 1, sprint. A show I liked before, yeah. The show I liked before when I worked in an office. Anyway, how'd we all do? Guys, I just hit 90,000 words on my book. Anyway, 90,000 words. Very interesting. Was not expecting to hit that today, but I did. I'm evidently pumping out some stuff. So, anyway, how did we all do? Did we get some totals done? I'm going to pop into the chat, see who popped in. So, Jeannie says, it's something we all have done. Being from Minnesota, we freeze everything outside just for fun. I would love to do it. I want to see more videos on it because I thought it was awesome. Nintgo said it was snowing and raining ice yesterday, so it's super dangerous. I'll have to check her out. Sounds interesting. You should. You could probably go to my TikTok and see who I'm following. I'm not following that many people. So, Justin! Hello, sir. I haven't seen you in a minute. How we doing? How's everything going? You probably got so many books and so many things going on and everything else. I hope you're not freezing. How's the weather over there? We're all freezing over here in the United States, so you know. Jeannie, thank you. I'm super stoked on that. Cora, 699 words. Very nice. Very nice. Been nice. And Jeannie has been working on her Monday blog. Very nice. Well, looks like we're all being productive, which was the whole point of this sprint. The whole point of this thing, I guess. Anyway, guys, I said I was going to throw a couple of predictions in as I was doing my stream. I'm throwing another one in here. And this one has to do with the Britney Spears case, okay? And so this is something, long story short, about 2 years, I started working with a client who works in the industry. And through doing his reads, I started seeing shifts and changes in the industry that I was like, okay, what is this? And then I even said to my client at the time, I wonder if this has something to do with Britney. And I said, I don't know why, but I feel like things aren't going to be able to be swept under the rug anymore. The old dealings that the industry has been trying to do, where if they don't like somebody, they set them up and they either use them or they blacklist them. I mean, honestly, if you've ever worked in the industry, you know, there's usually two ways that you end up going out if you don't follow the rules. So, which is another reason why I didn't quite make it in the industry, because I refused to follow those rules and anyway. So my prediction is this, guys. Basically what's happening in the Britney Spears case is going to blow, and what's happening in the Alec Baldwin case is going to blow the lid off of all these middlemen who have manipulated people in the industry in order to get ahead. So basically, this is kind of a warning to any of you in the industry who have used people to get ahead. This year, you're going to get knocked to your own level. My other prediction on this is I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people that came up in the industry between, I don't know, maybe 2010 to 2020, or even before that might owe somebody some money for building their careers off their dime because of a middleman. Just my prediction. And I have this very big prediction that there's a lot of people that are going to be hitting Britney up going, oh, we're good friends, right? You like me, right? You forgive me for anything I did to you, right? Because as soon as all this comes out, yeah. This whole situation is going to make and break a lot of people in the industry. And not only that, but I see the whole middleman position that a lot of these people play either completely flipping on the head to the point where they cannot do, like, their entire job description changes, or they're completely gone. Like, gone. Like everybody, if you want to do something, there's no middleman dealing that you have to go through to contact to get connections. And it's also going to reveal that a lot of these people are family connected all down to one person. So, and I'm sure that one person already knows who they are. Because that person has definitely kept themselves hidden since this whole thing happened. So that's my prediction, is that by Brittany's birthday, by Brittany's 41st birthday, the industry, what it was on her 40th birthday, will be completely opposite of what it's going to be in the future. Because, yeah, everything's changing from what I can see. All right, so that's my little rant on that. That's my little prediction. I got to put that out there because, I clip these up for later so I can keep track of everything, my predictions. I'm a psychic, guys. Sorry. It's one thing I do is I combine my psychic into these YouTubes, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. Where do we go here? Thanks, Kibby. We had frost and hurricane. Oh my gosh. Followed by power outages, but all is back to normal. Well, I'm glad that everybody's safe and everything's back to normal for you. Honestly, I'm sorry that you guys had power outages. I'm glad that you're safe. Jeannie, need to go make some food. I hope all is having an amazing night. All right, bye, Jeannie. Have fun with dinner. We only got 20 seconds left on the chitty chatty clock, so we're going to be jumping back into a sprint here in a minute. And Exotica saying goodbye to Jeannie. All right, so my dears, we're going to put 25 minutes back on this clock. This is our third sprint. We got one more after this. So 25 minutes on the clock. I have been sitting for over half an hour again. So again, I have to get up. I have to go walk, stretch my back. I feel like I'm back in karate again when I, used to actually need to stretch all the time for a reason. Anyway, so 25 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1, sprint. And don't forget All right, guys. Wow. Oh, yeah, huh? The other music playing. Oops. Anyway, hey, y'all. Okay, so we're back. We're going to put some 7 minutes back on the clock. I think we got one more sprint after this that we're going to do. How do we all do? Did we get words in? Did we get any work done? I mean, I know that Jeannie disappeared off to go make some food. Is there anybody else still hanging with us? If not, hey, it's okay. I was able to get another 150 words done on that sprint, was able to stretch my back again. I'm getting so sick of having to stretch my back every half an hour, but that's okay. It's supposed to sit for 30 minutes. If you sit for 30 minutes, you're supposed to stand or walk for 10. So I have to keep doing this exchange until we're back to normal. It sucks being 40. But, at least I'm able to start dancing again, which has got me happy. Justin, Cora came in, 653 words. You are kicking butt, girl. You are kicking butt today. What are your totals? So you had to have hit your 52 mark already. And Justin comes in with 450 words. Very nice. Where is Miss Mint Ghost? Because she's supposed to be in here with some numbers too. I know she was working on a little bit. Next sprint, have to get my youngest, who is now up from his nap. Oh, joy. Well, it is 5 o'clock, so it's probably dinner time. It's going to be about dinner time for everybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have some people bouncing in and out. It's that time depending on where you are in the Americas or in the world, actually, because we got Justin over there. So I have been able to get a few things done, actually. My roommate got home. Everything at work is going great. It's kind of funny. It's exactly as I saw it for her. So she was just like, you were right. And I was like, I told you. But, it's one of those things where we had to work together, come up with a plan B just in case. Because, yeah, I knew she didn't do anything wrong, and I saw that she didn't do anything wrong, and I see that they're trying to figure something else out. So, and that's exactly what it was. So we're happy on that. So, guys, the stuff that was going down, literally, we're starting to check things off on going up the right scale this time. But Mercury retrograde did just end, literally, today at like 8 o'clock this morning, I think it was for me. Venus is still in retrograde until the 14th. So, guys, don't change any of your health, which is kind of interesting because you're not supposed to change anything regarding your health or your beauty during Venus retrograde, but I have been forced to. Because now I have to take a supplement of potassium and iron every day, which is not something I used to have to do, but now I have to do, which, granted, I probably should have already. I mean, I do the glucosamine chondroitin, I do the calcium, I do the women's one a day, I do the hair, teeth, and nail, face, skin stuff. I do all the whole schmeal of pills that are just vitamins for 40-year-olds. But now I have to add potassium and iron to it. So, but at least I'm able to move. At least I'm able to, I don't know. My heart scares me sometimes. But then again, when you have scar tissue, Anyway, struggles. So, Cora come in 2442. All good numbers, actually. And you've hit 54,045. I am a numerologist, okay? So you guys know I'm a psychic. I do a lot of things, the crystals, the tarot cards. One of my strong things also, if you know me, is numerology. I find coincidences in numbers all the time. And if you all don't see the coincidence in this series of numbers, by the way, Cora, that is a direct message from the universe that you are exactly on the right track. That you are exactly at this time and place where you're supposed to be with everything that you're doing. Literally. The fact that you have 2442 and then 54045, they're letting you know, girl, you're right where you're supposed to be. Everything's lining up accordingly. You've got front to back and back to front exactly as it's supposed to be. So your karma is actually equaled right now, which is very interesting. But yes, Numerology is huge for me. Exotica, have to run. Husband distractions, but catch you in the next one. Of course. Hey, I just appreciate you guys pop in and say hi and hang out for a couple minutes. I mean, honestly, I never expected anything to come of this channel. This was just more for me to do my thing and, you know, get work done and get my book done and all that fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys just coming in, and I appreciate my replay crew. So on that note, there is one more prediction that I want to come up with that I want to give just for anybody who's listening. And this actually, and this is worldwide. I see things. I don't know if I'm connected to the Arcanon library or the Achenon. I forget how to pronounce it, but it's like, I swear that's what I tap into when I do my work. It's like I tap into this whole source of information library that just shows me images and tells me things. Because it's not just my angels. It's literally like I can go somewhere else and I can just like see things, like information. And I have the very strong feeling that there will be a new king on his 40th birthday. That's my prediction. I have a feeling that everything that's happening in the public eye right now is really putting things into perspective for some people in the royal family. And honestly, I personally, truthfully, looking at, you know, tapping into that and seeing what I can see on that, it's kind of good timing. It's kind of good timing. So, you know, especially with everything that's going on with UK. And guys, if you can, send some good energy over to the situation happening in the UK and Russia, because literally it's, when I tap into that area over there, we need to be hopeful that it stays calm. So just send as much calming energy in that direction as you can to just, you know, everybody's allowed to do what they want to do, equal rights, freedom of will. God gave us free will for a reason. And then on top of that, let's just all send a little bit of calming energy into Gaia and like tap it down on the volcanoes and everything. I don't know. If y'all haven't been paying attention, there seems to be a trifecta coming here. That's just it. To me, it's very noticeable. To most people, it's probably not. I'm weird. I exist in a different reality than most people. I'm a psychic. What do you want from me? So that's the end of our 7 minutes of babble. We'll see if I'm right about anything. Like, as I tell my clients, I always stay 70-30. I 1 foot in reality, 1 foot in fantasy, and I keep I balance the line. I keep my mind in the middle, because, you know, some of the stuff they tell me, it's just like, yeah, okay. Okay, guys. I don't believe you. Anyway, 25 minutes on the clock. This is our last sprint for this stream, guys. I hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. So last 25 minutes on the clock, and in 3, 2, 1, sprint. And don't forget to mute yourself. Oh, that was horrible. Sorry, y'all. Who's ever wearing headphones? Y'all, that's the end of the stream, you guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Those 2 hours always go so fast when you do these streams. Well, how did you guys do? How did we get? Where are we at? What are your numbers at? I am officially at 90,883 words, 111 pages. And I think it's kind of awesome that I stopped on 111 because, like I was saying before, there's something special about numbers to me. I mean, my birthday is 11/7, so it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of funny because I have the 2 luckiest numbers in my birthday, but like my life seems to be the most unluckiest, which is, it's kind of funny to me. Well, since I don't see anybody watching. Oh, there we go. I was going to say my number is at 0. Nobody's commenting. And I was going to say, I'm going to close it out if that's the case. But of course, there's just a lag time. Of course. So 437 words, got my kid up and had a tiny snack. Ooh, food, which reminds me, I have to eat something before I go to work. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm glad the little one's up and you still got 400 words. Girl, you only did 200 words less than the last sprint. And you had a kid and a snack. See, God, I want to have your numbers. I think I did 1,000 total this sprint, but also I haven't been pumping it out the way that I'm usually am because of my back. So just in case, don't know how far I am, just writing. And I love that about you. I love that about you. The fact that you don't, I actually learned from you not to put pressure on myself all this time that I haven't been working on my book. I'm like, no, you know, there's people in this Authortube community that tell me work at your own pace. Don't put pressure on yourself. And yeah, stop keeping. I remember you telling me that you don't keep number totals. And I actually give you props for that. It's not easy for me not to keep number totals. So I've been seeing a lot of 4s today. 4 is a good number. Actually, I'm going to look this up real quick because there's a meaning to the number 4. We're going to look this up real quick. Self-expression and self-fulfillment. Here, we're going to actually put this right in the chat. Right here. Self-expression and self-fulfillment. The number 4 is also representation of maturity and stability of the mind. If 1 year has its 4 seasons, then so does your life. Have a deeper feeling of meaning. So basically, it's another confirmation that you're kind of even though your world seems a little bit chaotic, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Even though it doesn't seem like you're at the right place at the right time, it's kind of like, even though everything's like chaos in your surroundings, nothing's like, you can't see the direction of where anything's going right now. This is kind of like them saying, hey, everything's going the right direction. It's kind of like saying you're on the right path without saying that you're on the right path. Because it's more of, they're saying that mentally and in self-fulfillment standards, you're on the right path. Maybe not so much financially or not with that kind of stuff, but they're referencing that. So in regards to yourself and your self-care stuff, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. So, well, guys, okay. So, and also if anybody ever is watching and needs a reading or wants some advice on anything like that and wants me to tap in a little bit and do some work for you, let me know. I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to. There's only 7-8 of you subscribed and I have no problem. Like I can handle helping a couple of people if you guys want to pop in. But right now, that's the end of our stream, guys. I am KibbyRose. Let me try that again. I am KibbyRose. I am your lesbian Authortube psychic stoner. I guess I changed that up a little bit. Anyway, I'm here. I am going to get back on my schedule for February of sprints on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have a couple other things coming up, including Mental Mondays and Authortube interviews. Other author interviews for books coming out. I also have some vlogs coming out. I'm going to be doing the Authortube newbie questions. I have my 23andMe results that I'm waiting on. Hint, hint, 23andMe, it was delivered. Can you please start processing it? But have a good night, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.